Nick, looking back on last year and just how quickly you got on the field and how quickly you starred on the field, did it surprise you at all that you were able to get to this point so quickly?
No, it never surprised me getting on the field fast. I always knew like I was gonna play a little bit, especially coming in. I was always real confident. I mean, I know I wasn't really like highly recruited, so it must have been a surprise to like all of the fans. But to me, I mean, I had a feeling this was gonna happen, or at least I was gonna play my freshman year.
Hey, Nick, what is it about Torian Gray that just makes him such a special defensive back coach for you guys? And just, even as a guy that came in here last year, he's able to come in here and earn your trust and be able to help your game and be able to take it to the next level.
The thing about Coach Greer is he has that special edge about him as a coach. Like, he's always fired up and he expects the best out of you. So you just got to bring your A game. Like, you don't really want to let a coach down like him or disappoint him as a coach. You just want to bring your best every day. So I think a coach like that can take you to the next level. If you always think about making your game better and him being on your back, and so that's what type of coach Coach Greer is.
Nick, I mean, I know you kind of jumped into the starting lineup pretty quickly. I mean, was there a point for you that it started to maybe click of like, okay, it's not just like first year, it became more comfortable for you? Is what maybe the pressure of starting quickly and getting on the field, the jitters, that kind of thing. Was there a point for you that it got a little more comfortable, whether that was maybe first game, 5 games in? I mean, what was that kind of point for you?
The first game when I came in, it was like kind of just in there quick. I was just doing what I knew. But as I look back on the tape, like the first couple of games, or I'll say the first game, Georgia State, I was like looking back on film. I was like, dang, I kind of was like out there. I really wasn't like reading all my keys all the way or like doing things perfect. But I was just out there playing, doing to my best of knowledge. But then Arkansas game, I got buckled down with like Coach Greer the whole week, make sure I was like doing my keys because it's SEC, so you want to be perfect and stuff. So I kind of got comfortable. I say like maybe around Charlotte game, I started like being more comfortable and like recognizing what's going on the offensive side, and so getting my game ready and refined.
During winter workouts, what was sort of the plan for you with Coach Day and Coach Moore and those guys? What did they want to accomplish with you, and what were y'all able to do?
The plan this winter was probably just like getting back healthy and stuff. I was never really injured, but it's just like for my freshman year, I never played a season that long before in high school. By the time it was like we were playing Missouri or something, our season probably would have been done. So like getting back healthy and getting my mental game back right and just getting back where I need to be to have a strong spring.
And so what's going to be a strong spring for you? What do you got to do?
Just making sure I'm working on my discipline a little bit more, just the little things. My freshman year is just a lot of physical stuff, and I want to make more plays away from the ball and stuff, but just the little things matter and stuff, working on the little things, make sure I'm reading my keys, make sure I can figure out what the offense is doing pre-snap, all that stuff, communication, be a leader in the secondary.
What's the biggest change in mindset between going into a season as a freshman versus going as a sophomore with a year under your belt, or is there no change? You just kind of feel the same going into every football season?
I say it's a little change just as far as coming harder, because your freshman year, you just doing what you do, and in your sophomore year, you kind of want to go hard, or you look back. I don't think no one ever said they have a perfect freshman year. I did a lot of great things, but I feel like I got a lot more things to do, and I can show y'all a lot more things what I can do. So just coming back harder and just doing everything I can to be better and be the best player I am.
Who have been some guys who have caught your eye in the early part of spring practice?
Repeat it?
Who have been some guys who have caught your attention in the early part of spring practice?
I'll say, of course, Trey Knox. Yeah, he's big tight end, good hands, and he can run real fast and stuff. I didn't really expect him to be that quick off the ball and stuff, so he can move a little bit. And our running backs are good and stuff. Receivers are looking good. Like, the rotation's looking real good. We got good depth at receiver in the offense. Tight ends, great depth at tight end. So.
Nick, you kind of mentioned it when you get here last year, maybe not the most recruited guy on the team, but obviously jumped in and made a big impact. When you look at that from then to now and over an off season where maybe there's, more attention or whatever you want to call it, and being a guy that folks are going to count on this year, how different is that? What's that kind of been like balancing that? And I guess how have you kind of taken to that?
I would say, coming into the season, I know there's going to be a lot of eyes on me, so I just got to make sure I come into the season ready. Like, I don't want to come in and look back like, dang, I should have did this and this and this. So this offseason, I got to just come hit it hard, just try to go as hard as I can, be in the best physical and mental shape of my life. I just want to shock the world again and keep on going and proceed and make my game better.
Nick, going off that question, how do you balance that, knowing that what you did last season, it raised the bar so high? There's a lot of people on the outside looking at you and have high expectations. I'm sure you have high expectations personally, but how do you manage that of making sure that you do what you got to do and not try to, listen to the outside noise and try to feel like you got to prove anything to anyone?
Yeah, well, things I do or something I've always done since my senior year of high school, like during the season, I just log out of social media. So I want to be on Instagram, want to be on Twitter, Snapchat, or any social media. I just like focus on what I got to do because, sometimes people play a game and you look on Twitter and they're just going crazy, like good or bad. I don't like to see good stuff about myself because it kind of makes me a little complacent, and I don't really like to see bad stuff because it kind of like puts you down a little rump. So I just stay off it in whole. So that's what I do. All right, thank y'all.